10 reasons why a guy will sneak glances at you. We direct our attention towards things or individuals because they capture our interest in various ways. Occasionally, it signifies finding someone attractive. However, prolonged glances at a person can be motivated by factors beyond mere physical allure. A furtive look doesn't always imply genuine interest, it could stem from curiosity, recognition, or even nervousness. If you've ever been the target of such discreet observations, you may be curious about the reasons behind them. Well, you've come to the right place. This video delves into the psychology behind these surreptitious glances, exploring the top 10 reasons why a man might be subtly checking you out. 1. Attraction. Let's kick off this list with the most straightforward motive, attraction. It's as uncomplicated as it sounds. The guy finds you attractive, and he can't resist stealing a quick look. Here's the deal, when we encounter someone visually pleasing, our brains naturally prompt us to take a second glance. It's akin to admiring a beautiful painting, a breathtaking landscape, or a sleek new car. Appreciating beauty is ingrained in human nature, and when a guy perceives you as good-looking, he's likely to sneak a glance or two. However, attraction goes beyond surface-level aesthetics. There might be something about your personality that captivates him. It could be the way you laugh, articulate your thoughts, or exhibit kindness towards others. True beauty extends beyond the physical, and often, what genuinely attracts people is an individual's unique character and spirit. 2. Curiosity. Have you ever caught yourself observing someone simply because they exude an intriguing vibe? Well, that's precisely the essence of this point. Guys, like anyone else, possess a natural curiosity. We all share an inherent inclination to unravel mysteries and comprehend things that capture our interest. Therefore, if a guy repeatedly glances in your direction, he might be captivated by some aspect of you. It could be the distinctive way you dress or how you exude confidence in your demeanor. Perhaps he's curious about the book you're engrossed in or the adept way you handle a situation. This isn't necessarily about romantic attraction, rather, it reflects an interest driven by a desire to discover more about what makes you uniquely special. 3. Familiarity. Have you ever experienced that moment when you come across someone, and there's a nagging feeling of familiarity, like, I think I've seen this person before? That could be the scenario when a guy repeatedly steals glances at you. If he senses a recognition but can't pinpoint where or when he might have seen you, it could prompt him to take a few more discreet looks. He's attempting to jog his memory or ascertain if you're indeed the person he vaguely recognizes. This situation might also unfold if you bear a resemblance to someone he already knows. It's intriguing how our brains operate, constantly seeking patterns, similarities, and associations. Therefore, if you happen to look strikingly similar to his high school best friend or a beloved celebrity, don't be surprised if you catch him covertly checking you out. 4. You stand out. In a world where conformity often prevails, standing out becomes a refreshing change of pace. When a guy observes something distinctive or uncommon about you, he might find himself stealing glances in your direction. It's not about being eccentric or outlandish, rather, it's about possessing a quality, style, or attitude that distinguishes you from the crowd. Whether it's your unique fashion sense, the way you wholeheartedly laugh in public without a hint of self-consciousness, your unmistakable sparkling charisma, or even your distinctive hair color, whatever it may be, this standout characteristic is capturing his attention and compelling him to sneak those glances. 5. He's into you. Now, we're delving beyond mere physical attraction or curiosity, I'm referring to something more profound, something emotional. It's about the kind of sentiments that could occupy his thoughts late into the night, contemplating you. When we develop feelings for someone, there's an innate pull towards them, akin to a moth drawn to a flame. We catch ourselves consistently directing our gaze their way, even when we consciously attempt not to. If you observe a guy frequently stealing glances in your direction, especially when he believes you're not paying attention, there's a strong likelihood that he harbors romantic feelings for you. 6. He's nervous. Another reason why a guy might be surreptitiously glancing at you is because he's feeling nervous. Now, this nervousness could be linked to his attraction or interest in you, but it can also be a standalone reason. Similar to most individuals, guys can experience anxiety, especially in the presence of someone they are fond of. This unease can manifest in behaviors that deviate from their usual conduct, such as stealing glances. However, it's not always about romantic interest. Perhaps you hold a position of authority, or he's gearing up for a presentation in your presence, and he's attempting to gauge your mood. Any situation that triggers nervousness can lead to these furtive glances. 7. He admires you. Admiration can manifest in various ways. It might stem from his respect for your work, appreciation of your opinions, or a sense of looking up to you in some capacity. When a guy holds admiration for you, it's only natural that he would want to observe you. He could be aiming to comprehend your thought processes, understand how you tackle challenges, or simply admire the way you engage with others. In this scenario, his glances are not driven by romantic interest or curiosity but rather by a sincere sense of respect and admiration for you as an individual. It's comparable to the way one would look at a mentor or someone they aspire to emulate. 8. He's trying to get your attention. Next on the list, he's attempting to grab your attention. At times, when a guy is keen on you, he'll make an effort to catch your eye with the hope of initiating a conversation or simply establishing a connection. This behavior is particularly prevalent in social settings such as parties or group gatherings, where initiating a conversation outright might come across as too forward. Instead, he might resort to these discreet glances as a subtle way of expressing his interest in talking to you. This can also occur in more casual settings like a cafe or a park where you both are strangers. A brief and subtle glance here and there could be his way of signaling interest without intruding on your personal space or time. 9. He's daydreaming. Occasionally, a guy might not be stealing glances at you for any specific reason related to you. Instead, it could be because he's lost in his thoughts and simply happens to be looking in your direction. People tend to gaze into space when they're daydreaming, and if you happen to be in their line of sight, it might appear as though they're looking at you. In truth, they might not even be consciously registering what they're looking at. This doesn't necessarily imply he's not interested in you, but it's important to acknowledge that not every glance carries a hidden meaning or intention behind it. 10. He's a natural observer. Finally, there are some guys who possess a natural inclination as observers. They take pleasure in people watching or simply have a heightened visual orientation. These individuals tend to notice details that others might overlook, including those around them. If a guy frequently steals glances at you, it could very well be a result of his innate observational nature. He may not necessarily be attempting to make you uncomfortable or harboring romantic interest. Instead, it's just his way of engaging with and observing the environment around him. If you enjoyed watching this video, don't forget to like, subscribe and turn on the notification bell, so you don't miss any new videos. Let us know your thoughts about this video in the comments section down below and feel free to stay and enjoy it until the end. Also make sure to check out our next highlighted video and we will see you next time. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe.